Hey travel fam, welcome to day one of this incredible 5-day British Columbia adventure. If you're into epic landscapes, cozy alpine towns, and travel done right, stick around because this journey checks all the boxes. Pro traveler tip: grab a window seat on the left side of the plane. If the skies are clear, you might catch a glimpse of the Rocky Mountains as you descend into Vancouver. And going with Turo, it's a car sharing app, kind of like Airbnb but for cars. Also, from October 1st to April 30th, winter tires or chains are legally required on many BC highways, including the Sea to Sky Highway. Our hotel in Richmond, why Richmond, is just 20 minutes from YVR, which means less travel tonight and an easy launchpad for our Whistler road trip tomorrow. Let's talk about Van Pass. This thing is gold if you're doing the city plus mountain combo like us. We picked 5 top attractions but only paid for 3. That's over 310 Canadian dollars worth of value, and we paid just 190 Canadian dollars. Today, we're leaving the city behind and heading into the wild scenic corridor that is the Sea to Sky Highway, Highway 99, one of the most iconic road trips in the world. We've got mountains, waterfalls, coastal parks, history, and hot tubs waiting for us, so buckle up because this one's a showstopper. Next up on our journey was a stop that totally took us by surprise, the Britannia Mine Museum. This place isn't just a museum, it's a time machine that transports you straight into the heart of BC's mining legacy. Once the largest copper mine in the British Empire, Britannia was operational from 1904 to 1974, producing more than 50 million tons of ore in its time. The tour starts with what they call the underground experience. We boarded a classic narrow-gauge mine train winding through a real restored mining tunnel. Inside, the air drops a few degrees, it's damp, echoey, and exactly how you'd imagine working conditions over a century ago. One of the highlights? A live demo of early 20th century drilling equipment. Our guide, dressed in period gear, fired up a pneumatic jackleg drill, and it was loud. These things were powered by compressed air and required brute strength and precision to operate. You could literally feel the vibrations through the rock, and it really put into perspective how tough mining life was back then. Miners would spend hours carving through rock.
I'm going to turn the lights out. I'm going to turn that cable on. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, really? Come on. There we go. Because this is what they'd actually see.
The iconic 20-story building perched against the
They're
mountainside.
outside and we're okay.
It's now a National Historic Site and the star of the Boom Experience, a cinematic light and sound show that brings the mill back to life. Picture this: 14 stories of chutes, crushers, and conveyors suddenly roaring with synchronized audio, smoke, and flashing lights. It's a sensory blast that shows how ore was crushed, sorted, and sent down the line for smelting. And the collection of old mining tools? Unreal. From hand-forged picks and carbide lamps to massive ore carts, even vintage blasting caps, it's a hands-on look at the tech that powered an industry and helped build modern BC.
Just 2 gauges. Even extras stick weighs 3 tons. 1,500 a full load.
We easily spent over 90 minutes here, and it felt like 30. If you're doing the Sea to Sky Highway, do not skip this spot. It's history, science, and storytelling rolled into one epic stop. Kids can even pan for real gold in the outdoor area, but let's be honest, I was probably more excited than they were. Our next stop on the legendary Sea to Sky Highway, the majestic Shannon Falls Provincial Park just outside Squamish, and trust me, this one's a must-see. Shannon Falls is BC's third tallest waterfall, plunging from a staggering height of 335 meters or about 1,099 feet. That's nearly as tall as the Empire State Building, and you feel every bit of that power as you walk the short trail toward the base. There's a well-maintained path, just a 10-minute stroll from the parking lot, that leads you to a wooden viewing platform. And the moment you arrive, the mist hits your face The roar of the water fills your ears and it just washes over you. It's pure BC magic. Fun geological fact: these falls are fed by meltwater from Mount Habrig and surrounding alpine peaks, cascading over massive granite cliffs, the same ancient rock that forms the backbone of the coast mountains. And if you're into film trivia, Shannon Falls has actually made appearances in movies like The Twilight Saga. After the roaring beauty of Shannon Falls, we cruise just 5 minutes north and pull into one of British Columbia's most underrated gems, Squamish. Now don't let the small town vibe fool you. Squamish is known as the outdoor recreation capital of Canada, and the second you arrive, you'll see why. On your right, towering over the town, is the Squamish Chief, a colossal granite monolith rising 702 meters high. It's actually one of the largest granite monoliths in the world, and it's a playground for hikers and climbers. There are 3 summit trails if you're up for a challenge, but even just admiring it from the base is an experience. As you explore the town itself, it's laid back, charming, and surrounded by 360-degree mountain views. We stopped here for lunch, and there are so many good options. You've got locals here live and breathe adventure, from kiteboarding on the Squamish Spit to backcountry skiing in winter. It's a community built around mountains, movement, and mindfulness. We spent about an hour and a half here, but honestly, you could stay the night and still not see it all. Just before we reached Pemberton, we made an unplanned stop that turned out to be a total gem, Green Lake. Tucked just north of Whistler, this glacial lake is exactly what you'd imagine from a place carved by ice: vivid turquoise waters, dramatic alpine backdrops, and total serenity. The color, it's unreal, caused by glacial silt that reflects green and blue wavelengths. If you're into photography, this spot is a dream, no filters needed. And fun fact, Green Lake is actually the only lake in Whistler where float planes land, so if you're lucky, you might see one touch down right on that emerald surface. We pulled over for about 15 minutes, checked into our hotel in Pemberton, a laid-back town that feels like Whistler's quieter, cooler cousin. Rooms here often come with mountain views, and yes, we've booked one with a hot tub. You deserve this moment. Breathe in that crisp alpine air, soak in the hot tub, and toast the day's adventure. Once we're refreshed, we explore Pemberton Village, small but charming. There are local breweries, cafes, and indie shops. If you're into photography, sunset here can be next level with Mount Kari looming over the valley. Dinner is casual and cozy. Try Mile 1 Eating House for burgers, mac and cheese, and craft beer. If you love the ride so far, don't forget to hit that follow button, smash the like, and subscribe to the channel because day 3 is going to be just as wild. We're talking spa mornings, gondola adventures, alpine panoramas from peak to peak, and a whole lot more from the stunning heights of Whistler and Blackcomb.